Hello, Gina. It's Anika's mother. I have something to ask you.
Hi, Mrs. Garcia. Of course. What can I help you with?
I apologize for reaching out so late in the night. Anika hasn't returned home yet. Did you accompany her and the others to play by the river today? Is she still with you?
We said our goodbyes a while ago. Anika left before it got dark.
What? In the evening? Do you happen to know where she went? Did she mention meeting up with other friends?
No, I'm not aware of anything.
Can you recall the exact time she left?
I can't be certain, but it was probably around 5. The rest of us left shortly after her. I don't know what happened to her afterward.
I see. She has never come home late before. It's the first time she's out past curfew. I'm worried, so if you remember anything, any details at all, please let me know.
Sure. I'll definitely inform you if I recall anything.
Thank you so much. I apologize for contacting you multiple times. I've reached out to most of Anika's classmates, but no one seems to know where she went. I believe it's necessary for me to go to the police and report her as missing. Can you please provide me with the exact location you all visited?
Huh? The police? Isn't that excessive? She's only been gone for a few hours. She's probably just somewhere relaxing.
Regarding that, my husband went to search for her near the river. We discovered her phone near the bridge. We're afraid she might have fallen into the river.
So, you're planning to involve the police in this? My parents will be shocked and furious if you do. It sounds like you're insinuating that I had something to do with all of this.
If the police do come to your place, simply answer their questions truthfully. Can you please cooperate with us? Anika doesn't have her phone. She's usually never without it. Something must have gone wrong if she doesn't have it.
That may be true, but involving the police seems a bit dramatic. If you create a big scene, wouldn't it make it difficult for Anika to come home? It would be so embarrassing. Just give me a moment, I'll inquire with others. Hey, Mrs. Garcia? Did you read my message?
Oh, sorry. I'm receiving a call from my husband. I'll get back to you soon. Once again, I apologize for contacting you so late at night. Good morning. May I speak with you briefly?
What? It's still only 8 a.m. Today is a Jewish holiday, so there's no school. I was hoping to sleep a little longer.
We located Anika yesterday.
Really? That's wonderful. I told you she probably went somewhere. Where did she go? Did she mention it?
We found her half a mile from the bridge where we found her phone. Almost at the end of the river. My husband found her while I was texting you last night.
Oh, really? She was by the river all this time? Unbelievable.
It seems she fell into the river and was carried away. But luckily she managed to reach a spot where the current wasn't as strong. When they found her, she was suffering from hypothermia and was in and out of consciousness. She was promptly taken to the hospital. And the doctor said her life is not in danger and she will fully recover. Anika has just regained consciousness as well.
Oh, really? Did she say anything?
Say anything? What do you mean?
Well, if she didn't say anything, then it's fine.
Is there something you need to say?
Not really.
Why don't you try being honest? You do have something to tell me, don't you? You were the one who pushed Anika into the river, right? You wouldn't want Anika to say that, would you?
What are you talking about, Mrs. Garcia? I would never do something like that. What are you accusing me of?
Accusing you? Anika said it herself. You told Anika to jump off that bridge. And when she refused, you pushed her off, didn't you?
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Anika is lying to you.
Why would Anika lie to me? I heard the same thing from the other friends. Are they all lying? The people who were at the river with you saw you push Anika in. They are willing to testify.
What? That's unbelievable. Everyone is speaking ill of me. They have it out for me, and for no reason at all. It's really disheartening.
Stop playing games, Gina. Everyone got scared of you after you pushed Anika into the river. They all left you. You even threatened them not to tell anyone.
I told you, I have nothing to do with this.
One of the people who were there recorded what you did. I have all the evidence I need.
Ugh. I didn't do it to hurt her.
Then explain yourself. What were you thinking when you pushed her?
We were just fooling around. As a test of bravery, we went to that bridge. Everyone else jumped off, but Anika refused. We all agreed to do it, and she was bringing down the spirit. Everyone would have hated her for spoiling the fun. So, I did her a favor and helped her out.
Anika is afraid of heights. She can't handle tall places. She didn't want to do it. She told you that, but you still forced her. That's completely wrong.
She was the one who broke the promise. It's her fault. She shouldn't have come to the river if she couldn't swim.
Gina. Why do you always pick on Anika? You constantly do things to make her feel bad. Yesterday was no exception when you invited everyone to the river. If Gina hadn't gone, you would have made her regret it. You would have bullied her. You were only pretending to be her friend.
Ugh. Listen here, Mrs. Garcia. Of course, I did those things. Why should I even be friends with her? I'm incredibly popular, you know? Everyone loves me, including the teachers. Anika, on the other hand, is ugly and unintelligent. We shouldn't be friends. We're on completely different levels.
Is that how you see Anika? You treat her so poorly. Do you hate her that much? Enough to push her off a bridge?
I'm just speaking the truth, as you said. Mrs. Garcia, do you understand the school hierarchy? A perfect person like me is at the top of the caste system, while a girl like Anika is at the very bottom. No one cares about someone at Anika's level. She's worthless. No one would even notice if she were gone.
Listen, Gina. It doesn't matter how popular you are in school. Your life there doesn't apply to the real world. What you did is illegal and criminal. We have to take legal action. Will you take responsibility for your actions?
What? Don't be annoying. What responsibility?
Anika could have died if we hadn't found her. What you did is a crime. This is a very serious matter.
She's alive, isn't she?
Even if she's alive, a crime is a crime. You've gone beyond simple schoolyard bullying. And you won't be able to talk your way out of this one. You really need to consider your actions and how you made us feel.
Oh God, are you lecturing me now? You should stop. It's making you look bad. The parent of a low-ranking child makes you low-ranking too. I don't have to listen to you. Just so you know, my daddy is the boss of a big company. Whatever you want to do, it won't hurt me. It won't even bother me.
Oh my goodness. I was trying to be understanding because you're still a child. But your personality is truly despicable.
Why are you getting angry? I thought you were supposed to be an adult.
Gina, you seem to believe that your status at school and your parents' status is everything. You think your position is superior to Anika's, but that may only be in your small pond. The world is much bigger than that. Positions change.
It doesn't matter what you say. I'm not listening. Don't make me repeat myself. You're so annoying. I've had enough. I'm just going to block you. Goodbye.
Fine. I see how it is. Don't regret it.
Mrs. Garcia.
What's going on? I thought you had blocked me.
My dad asked me to reach out to you. Did you inform my dad about all of this?
Since I couldn't reach you directly, I contacted your parents after you blocked me. You showed no remorse for your actions, and your thought process was flawed. So I had no choice but to contact your father. He said he would make sure you understand what you did and hold you accountable. Your father must have been really angry with you.
It was the first time my dad spoke to me like that. He was so angry. He has never yelled at me before. I actually got a little scared. By the way, is what he said true? That my dad gets most of his business from your husband's company?
Yes, that's correct. They call it subcontracting. Your father and Anika's father have a business partnership.
Is it also true that Anika's father holds a higher position than my dad? That can't be true, right? It's impossible. Why is her father considered better than mine? That's not how the world should be. It's impossible.
In reality, people are not above or below one another. We are all equal and have the same rights. But in business, there is a hierarchy of those who give orders and those who take orders. Unfortunately, the ones giving orders are in a more favorable position than those relying on taking orders. I believe what you did has strained the business relationship between our fathers. If my husband stops contracting your father's company, your father's business will suffer. It might even lead to bankruptcy. This will have a significant impact on your lifestyle.
Bankruptcy? You're exaggerating. My father's company can't go under that easily.
It's true that companies don't collapse easily. However, my husband's business is your father's biggest contract. The financial figures involved are unimaginable for you. If your father loses that contract, he will lose a significant portion of his profit, possibly leading to his company's closure.
But they can't just end their partnership. My dad will still receive other contracts, right? It would be unfair if they stopped doing business just because of this. That's mixing private life with business, and it's illegal.
I don't think you understand. Creating a positive impression is crucial in business. A company with a good reputation gains trust and attracts more business opportunities. It's not just the boss who influences this reputation. Everyone associated with the company, including their families, contributes to it. That includes you. Whether you like it or not, you represent your father's company.
But I have nothing to do with the business. I'm just a young girl.
Unfortunately, you do have a role. In society, people associate you with your father's company. Age doesn't matter. And now, your actions have tarnished the positive image that your father worked so hard to build.
No, I didn't. Don't say that. It's not my fault. Stop blaming me. I didn't anticipate all of this happening. Why didn't anyone tell me? Someone should have informed me.
Are you referring to your father and my husband? Well, that's how the adult world works. We thought everything was going smoothly. We only wanted the children to get along. And we thought revealing all of this might affect your relationship. However, we also didn't anticipate something like this happening.
Please don't take away business from my father. I will stop mistreating Anika.
You better apologize and change your behavior. If you do that, we can lessen the consequences.
Lessen what? You're not just going to forgive me? I'll apologize, so just forget about it.
If apologies solved everything, we wouldn't need police or the court system. Some things require more than words. As a middle schooler, you should understand that by now.
I didn't know.
You can't act like a child and pretend to be innocent. Ignorance of the law won't save you now. I suggest you pay better attention at school. We have already presented our case to the police. It's too late. Everything is now out of our hands.
You can't just leave me after saying all those scary things. You're being so mean. What am I supposed to do now? My dad will be angry with me again.
It was my responsibility to show you the realities of the world. If you didn't learn about it now, I would be concerned about your future as an adult. But it might even be too late to teach you this lesson. Accept the consequences of your actions and broaden your perspective of the world. My husband terminated the contract with Gina's father's company. It didn't take long before the company went bankrupt. We filed charges against Gina, and she was found guilty of all her crimes. She was sent to a juvenile detention center. However, even after everything, Gina never offered an apology. She consistently made excuses for her actions. Her behavior continued to astonish all of us until the very end. Following Gina's sentencing, her father became stricter with her, and even refused to visit her in the detention center. The once admired Gina, who was at the top of the social hierarchy, struggled to take care of herself in the center. Despite being a teenager, her time there aged her. It took a toll on her well-groomed hair and damaged her skin. After spending 3 years in the detention center, Gina was released. We heard that her father started a new business, but their relationship never healed. Their once affectionate home grew cold. I also heard that Gina avoids looking at her parents and rarely leaves her room anymore. On the other hand, Anika joined the high school theater club. She found genuine friendships there and discovered the true meaning of companionship. Every day, she seems to enjoy herself and eagerly anticipates going to school. She still carries some trauma from what happened 3 years ago. We do our best to distract her by taking her out or going on trips, just trying to make her happy. We want her to meet new people and broaden her horizons beyond her limited social circle. We want her to realize that there is a life and a society beyond her school.